Hello everyone. Welcome back. Whoops, I can't get the ladder. I think we're on part 31, right? Which is kind of nuts considering how far we kind of aren't. But I suppose there's been a lot of text. And there's about to be a ton more. Very cool. We're just straight back on the boat. Yoku yatta, omae. So just, you know, literally, well done. どうやら神はお前を勇者であると認めてくれたようだ。So どうやら just basically meaning seems, and yo also kind of meaning seems or looks as though, appears as though, seems as though. Kami wa, so the gods, お前を勇者であると. So kind of you, I suppose, kind of are a hero. It's the best translation, really. Yeah, I'll just go with that. De'aru is kind of like da, I suppose, or I don't know, man. Maybe you need de'aru in this case. No, do you? Yusha dato. No, da would work just fine. Anyway, it's a declarative, so it's just declaring that this is the case. You are a hero. To mitomete kureta. They recognized, you know, kind of like for us. They recognized us for us as a hero. Seems as though, right? Seems as though that is the case. And then da again at the end for fun. Not for fun. Kind of needed, but. Danga, omae no shiren wa koko de owatta wake de wa nai. Maybe. So danga just basically meaning but. Omae no shiren wa, your shiren, your trials, I guess. Koko, I believe that's Coco, so that's just Coco written in... No, is it even? Hold on. Oh yeah, my phone's over there. Balls. My phone's charging. Maybe I can get my other phone. Which has, like, you know, a lot of the same apps on it. And I can use the same dictionary. Koko. Yeah, it's just the kanji for Coco, meaning here, right? Please excuse that noise. So yeah, Koko de, so kind of at here. And then owaru, just meaning to end. So owatta for past tense. Owatta wake. Basically just meaning kind of a logical conclusion, as I usually translate it. So it is not the logical conclusion of your trials, you know, having ended here. So that doesn't mean your trials have ended here, basically. 目の前にある光の輪 No, maybe はの先にある世界そこに一歩足を踏み入れた時 So we've got more information that's going to come afterwards because this is not a finished sentence yet. Let me just look up that. What? I think it can be read both ways, so it's probably wa. Probably is wa. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I think it's wa. Anyway, 目の前にある光の輪 Oh god, what's even going on? So the wa is a ring, basically, like yubi wa is a finger ring. That's a ring you wear on the finger. Yubi wa. So, wa, the ring of light, hikari is light, that exists in front of the eyes. So, yeah. The ring of light in front of yous, because we have a no here. Saki ni aru sekai. So the world that exists kind of beyond of the ring of light that exists before the eyes. Which is obviously nuts. But the world beyond the ring of light that is in front of you. Soko ni ippo. To their one step, I guess. Ashi o fumi ireta toki. At the time, not even at, just the time or when, I suppose, when you have entered, stepping your feet one step into that world, maybe, very literally. Soko kara ga omae no hontou no shiren no hajimari nanoda. From there, from that point, kind of thing, from then. And then gut just identifying, like, kind of from that point. I suppose wa would do the same thing, though, wouldn't it? Wa would kind of contrast it to say that everything up until now hasn't really been much of a trial. And everything from that point on will be a trial. Will be the trial. But ga, they kind of, I feel like you could use either in this case. Soko kara ga. So he's saying that is when your trial will begin. He doesn't really contrast it, it just identifies that is when the real trial will start, which is what he's saying in the rest of it, right? Soko kara ga omae no hontou no shiren no hajimari. So hajimaru is the intransitive of to start, so the trial will start, kind of thing. And hajimari, of course, is the stem, making it essentially a noun. So it's the start of the trial of realness, or much less literally, of course, the real trial. That's when the real trial will begin. Your real trial. Yeah, so from that point is when your real trial will start. And kakugo wa ii na omae. So kakugo is just like resolution or readiness, preparedness. And then ii na, just kind of, you know, you're good, you're ready to go, your preparedness is fine. And then we give a little yes, and in we go. Got so many notifications on this phone to clear. This was the phone I used for 3 years in the UK, and I brought it with me to Japan, expecting not really to use it much, but I just wanted to use it for like Majora's Mask randomizers on the flight. But it's, you know, it's coming up to 4 years old, and it's better than the shit phone I have in this country, which is a Digno. Don't get a Digno. I'm sort of plugging them by accident by saying that, aren't I? Whoops. Awesome. ここが一体どこなのか聞きたいのであろう。Yeah, so basically this is a question on which, or upon which, I guess, this second clause is acting. So, ここが一体、ここが, I don't know why ga's there, to be honest, actually. Why not wa? I don't know. Probably not that important of a difference. Koko ga itai doko nano ka. So here, itai is basically, it just sort of strengthens the question. It's sort of like, where the hell is this place? You know, or, you know, what the hell is this place? Or what on earth is this place? Nano ka Just kind of, you know, strengthening the inquisition, the inquisitiveness in the question, I suppose. Koko ga ittai doko nanoka, like, where the fuck is this place? And then kikitai no dearo, asking is desirable, is not it, or not even is not it, is no dearo, kikitai. Huh? It's weird that that's not negative, actually, isn't it? Well, it's not in Japanese, but I suppose it best translates as do not you, you know. Or, again, going literally, asking is desirable is not it. But less literally, you know. You want to ask, do not you, kind of thing. Yeah, that's plenty of that text box. Daga, ima wa sore o setsumei shiteiru hima wa nai no da. So daga again, just but. Ima wa, so kind of now, and using wa to maybe, yeah, contrast it with other times. There will be other times to ask it, or maybe previously was a good time to ask, but now is definitely not the time to do so. Ima wa sore wo setsumei shiteiru. That, setsume is an explanation, so suru is to explain, setsume suru is to explain. So setsume shiteiru, I think this is just the form you kind of need to modify hima, where hima is a free period of time. Yeah, that's basically it. It's just like a non-busy period of time is hima, I guess. And then wanai, so yeah, there does not exist a non-busy period of time where, you know, I can, well, for explaining that, basically, now, this is not the time for it. And then no da, just kind of, you know, explanatory language. Omae ga kono shiro de te ni ireta mono de migoto ganon wo. Huh? I feel like I should be able to read that. Something chi hatas koto ga dekita nara. Dekita nara. Okay, hold on. Hatasu. Oh, that is uchi, right? Of course it is. I know that. So it's just a different kanji for utsu, basically. Uchi hatasu. Anyway, we'll go over the rest. Omae ga kono shiro de te ni ireta mono de. So using the object or the item that you have got at this castle. There's the you, sorry, omae, so that you have got at this castle. Migoto ganon wo uchi hatasu koto ga dekita nara. So when it comes to, or if you succeed, I suppose, koto ga dekiru. Yeah, you have succeeded in slaying Ganon spectacularly, perhaps. Migoto is like something that is like, it's like fabulous or a sight worth seeing. Praiseworthy act, feat, commendable deed, splendid, magnificent, beautiful, admirable. So yeah, I guess it's just like when you have spectacularly, or if you are able to spectacularly defeat Ganon with the item acquired that you have acquired from this castle. This is obviously a relative tense thing, where at the time that we defeat Ganon, we will have acquired this object, right? So you use past tense here, because even though we haven't done it yet, we will have by the time we, you know, defeat Ganon. And anyway, all of that text was bringing up the conditional. It was saying, if you are able to defeat Ganon with the object that you find in this castle. And now here's the point that he wants to make, I guess. Onozu to subete wa akiraka ni naru hazu da. Onozu... I've got to look this up, man. Oh, onozuto. Hey, that's interesting. Onozuto just means naturally. Or I guess, yeah, naturally. Like, as a matter of course, I suppose. Like, by doing so, naturally. Subete, meaning all. And then akiraka ni naru is just, become plain, become clear, essentially. Yeah, clear, forget plain. Become clear. And then hazu, just an expectation. Everything should become clear naturally if you are able to defeat Ganon with the object that you find in this castle. Excuse me. Sa.
Watashi no言うことを信じて、早く城の中へ入るのだ。
So now, believe the things I say, I guess, and quickly, kind of quickly, yeah, quickly basically, let's just go with quickly, enter into the inside of the castle. Why is it just frozen? That's, I don't think that's even an emulation problem. I think maybe that just happens in the game. The scene just freezes. Where am even I? It's kind of it's quite eerie actually, isn't it? How hey bro.
さてお前、ここでちょっと頭をひねってもらおう。
So now Omae. Oh, sorry, let me finish what I was saying. I was just going to say it's kind of eerie how quiet, how still and quiet the castle is actually, isn't it? But yeah, sate omae. So now omae. Koko de chotto atama wo hineru, maybe? Hineru, I guess, just to kind of turn, to twist, to wrench. Oh, to puzzle over is one option. But I think maybe this is quite literally atama o hineru, which is like to twist the head, which is what people often do when they're thinking. You know, it's a very common kind of gesture in Japanese, like when you think, people will just kind of tilt their heads to like 45 degrees. I mean, I've copied people doing it now. Like they'll sort of frown and turn their head sort of sideways. I don't think it's really something, you know, we don't do it in the UK, I don't think. We just maybe, we might frown, but we wouldn't like twist our heads, but it's very common here. Like if you have to think hard about something, or you're not sure how to answer something, you might just kind of turn your head sort of sideways and frown. So I think literally it's like, you know, to twist the head. And morao is just kind of volitional, I suppose, kind of like I opt to receive your twisting your head a little. Chotto is just little. At here. And obviously what that means is to consider, to think about something, to well, it says here, right, to puzzle over, to consider a problem, perhaps. And omae ga mokuteki no mono o te ni ireru ni wa, kono shiro no doko ka ni kakusarete chika e no iriguchi wo mitsuke nakute wa naranai. Yeah, okay. So sort of this niwa here is kind of like in order to do. It's sort of like to enter into the hand the object of sort of goal you. That was really poorly done, wasn't it? So for you, I suppose, to obtain, yeah, for you to, I guess, again, for you to obtain the object of, you know, your goal, your target, your objective. Okay. Mitsuke nakute wa naranai is essentially like if you do not find, it will not succeed, you cannot proceed. So it's like you must find. Iriguchi is entrance, right? So you must find the entrance to the basement. Chika is basement, literally like earth beneath, so sort of basement. Kakusareteiru, so sort of exist, being hidden. So the basement is hidden, essentially. And then doko ka ni, at somewhere of this castle. So yeah. So in order to get the object that you have come to get, you must find the entrance to the hidden basement that is somewhere in this castle, I guess. Or the entrance to the basement that is hidden somewhere in this castle. Slight difference. だが、その場所への入り口は敵が侵入できないように硬い扉で閉ざされているのだ。Maybe that. So, but the entrance to that place, or the entrance to that place, kind of so that enemies, shinyu is like to infiltrate, I suppose, to sort of break into, to get into, you know, to intrude, I guess, intrude. So yes, so that enemies are unable to intrude, it is being closed up, kind of. Toza sareteru. It exists being closed up with like a hard door, like a very solid, you know, a solid door, I suppose, is a better translation than hard, but yeah. その場所がどこでどうやったら扉が開くか No, maybe aku? Maybe aku. かお前にはわかるか So that place どこで at where どうやったら okay, how essentially does the door open, I guess, and then ka just making it into a kind of an actable question, an actable clause, and then omae ni wa wakaru ka, does it become clear to you, I guess? Does it become clear? Do you know? Do you understand? Or no, not do you, maybe will it become clear to you? Will you understand where that place is and how to open the door, essentially? 手がかりはこの城の至るところにある紋章の形だ Maybe. Tegakari is basically a clue. So wa, just, you know, bringing that up as a topic. Regarding a clue, perhaps. この城の至るところにある紋章の形. So it is the shape, I guess, of the emblem. Not, yeah, kind of emblem. It is the shape of the emblem / crest that exists at everywhere of this castle. Itaru Tokoro basically means everywhere, I think. Or in various places. Maybe not everywhere, but many places. And I can't even see one of those. Oh, there we go. Okay, there's one up there, right? So we're making the Triforce. My R key is working. I don't know what the problem was yesterday. Go, Rink. Keep going. Oh, no, that was fine. That was fine. What is going on, dude? This camera's awful, man. I'm the best. La 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 la. No puzzle jingle. Ah,
Okay, sasuga da na omae. Shikake wo miyabu to wa taishita mono da.
I don't really think so, mate, to be honest, but okay. So Sasuga, just kind of like, you know, as expected of someone as awesome as you. That's just like you who are so awesome in that way, kind of vibe. Shikake wo miyaburu to wa. So yeah, miyaburu is like to see. It's like to see through tricks, I guess, or to see through deception, perhaps. Let me just check that. Oh, okay, to see through another's thoughts, to have a sharp eye. Okay, yeah, miyaburu. It's literally like to look, destroy. But yeah, obviously doesn't mean that. But miyaburu to wa. So this is kind of, I suppose, the to brings this up as a. But maybe it's kind of like a nominalizer. Shikake wo miyaburu to wa. Yeah, I think it like the equivalent translation would be the same as nominalizing it in English, maybe. Like that sort of shikake. It's like a contraption, I suppose. That contraption. You know, to sort of see through it, to see through the tricks, maybe, of that contraption, and then, yeah, to see through, or seeing through that, and then taishita mono da is like a significant, well, achievement, a significant thing to do, perhaps, which is why I think he's lying, because all I did was push some triangles onto some other triangles. You know, I know he's not lying. Obviously, the character isn't lying, but you know, it seems a bit patronising. Sa meno mae ni aru ken wo te ni suru no da. So now, the sword obviously can, maybe tsurugi. Sometimes it's tsurugi, but it's quite rare. I think that it's read as that. But so maybe can. So the sword that exists in front of the eyes. You see that a lot in this, actually, don't we? So the sword in front of you, and then teni suru is, I guess, essentially, well, you know, to get it, to maybe sort of consciously put it into the hand. It just means to acquire it, to get it. But I suppose teni suru is like to very consciously sort of take something, to consider it your own, maybe. Ganondorfu o chijou kara keshisaru koto no dekiru taima no ken. So it's all just modifying basically the last line, I think. Taima is literally like kind of repel demon sword, but that's very literal, of course. Ma kind of means demon and like hell and stuff, but I think in this case it just means kind of evil. So repelling evil sword. But as I said, it's all modifying this, so it's like it is the repelling evil sword that can kind of banish, perhaps is the best word. Keshisaru. It's like to wipe out, to exterminate from the world. Like kesu is to erase, and saru is to leave. So it's like to erase and cause to leave, in perhaps a bit of a liberal translation. Keshisaru, to get rid of, to erase. So yeah, anyway, it's the repelling evil sword that can erase from kind of above the earth or on the earth that Ganondorf. Yeah, that's pretty good. And then Master Sword, so Master Sword, and then O, I guess maybe referring back to the second previous text box where he said, you know, Teni Suru, put it into your hand, and maybe now it's like the Master Sword or Teni Suru no da. Like, put the Master Sword, consider the Master Sword yours, get the Master Sword. Looks like trash, man. It's going to need some powering up. Spoilers alert. Maybe I'm talking too much in these parts. I'm sort of tempted to ruin the mood by putting silly comments, but maybe I shouldn't. This is probably one of the best themes in the game. This is the King of Red Lions theme, right? I think it's played on the piano later on, isn't it? When he... Yeah, later on. So cool. Master Sword o te ni ireta. Of course, you got the Master Sword. Toki no yusha ga tsukatta to sareru densetsu no taima no ken. So it is the sword of repelling evil of legend. Densetsu is legend, of course. This game is called Zeruda no Densetsu. Supposed, that is supposed, I suppose. That was a weird thing to say. That is supposed that the hero of time used. So it is believed to have been used by the hero of time.
Hey. Omae, sa chijou ni modoru zo.
So just now, yeah, literally kind of above ground, above earth, or the upper on earth, perhaps. To, and modoru is just to go back, right, to return.
Isoide fune made modotte kuru no da.
So hurry until the boat, you know, coming back, return come. No da. I have one arrow. I've just realised. That's no good. Yeah, I think I will then. I think I'll just go straight back. I could try and fight some of these lads. Oh, I have to. I have to kill everyone here, do I? They want me to... They want me to see how much better the Master Sword is, maybe, than the last one. Oh, I don't really want to do this, to be honest. Oh. Actually didn't think that was the end. Okay. Cool. Well, that's that. I can leave. Oh, I thought he'd want to talk. He still doesn't want to talk. This is very interesting. Then maybe I'll just go and get... Where's the wind facing? Complete opposite direction. Maybe I'll just go and get like the warp song, and we'll talk to what's his face? Was it Lai Chin or something? Wasn't it? Lai Chin. Wait a minute. There he is. There he is. Yeah, okay. Do you know what? I am going to turn it round. Is it Matthew Matosis with the Zelda kind of retrospective videos? And his one on the Wind Waker, I remember there was a really good point he made. Well, you know, just something so true that he said where if you don't really have to, you often just like bitterly refuse to change the wind direction and end up taking far longer, you know, like doing what you were going to do. It would have been far quicker to just change the wind direction, but you bitterly refuse to. It's just made me laugh. Kami o osorenu oloko na ningen domo yo. Interesting. Okay. So, osoreru is to be scared, to feel fear, I guess. So, osorenu is just a negative of that. So, to not fear the gods. And then, oroko na ningen. So, oroka. I can't even say it now. Orokana. So, oroka just means like idiotic, stupid, foolish. I'm just gonna... Yeah, foolish, stupid. Okay, fine. So, orokana. I keep saying it wrong. Orokana. Ningen domo. I don't know why domo's in there. I wonder if he's saying domo in the sense of like grouping us together. So maybe saying like, you know, you stupid humans who do not fear the gods. You know, he's talking to the human race rather than specifically to us, maybe. And the yo, just because he's addressing us. Kaze no kami Laichin sama no ikari no tatsumaki ni notte umi no hate ni tonde ike. So yeah, kind of, I suppose, not that. Well, noru is to get onto or to board, isn't it? So I think he's just saying like, it doesn't really work in English, does it? Translating that, because it's like, get on this tornado. It sounds voluntary, but he doesn't mean it voluntarily. He's sort of saying, you know, eat this tornado and, you know, ride it to the end of the world, kind of thing. The edge of the world, sort of, yeah. Anyway, so that's what it is. It's like, you know, board onto the tatsumaki is like these tornadoes, basically. Board onto the tatsumakis of rage. Ikari is like rage. Of Laichin summer. He's referring to himself with the word summer, which is crazy. Don't do that. And then, of course, he's saying Kaze no Kami, you know, the wind god. That's what he is. The wind god Laichin summer's rage. You know, get on these tornadoes. And then Umi no hate ni. To hate is basically like the edge or the end. So to the edge of the ocean, and then tonde ike, so that's like imperative, right? Fly away to the edge of the ocean. Just need to arrows him. How many times? Can't hit him. Unless... Is it just twice? I'm coming in quick. Uh-oh, fuck. I better just spam these. Oh, yeah. Thought we were getting close to the middle there. Look how big he is, man. It's terrifying. He's huge. I don't like big stuff. Omae, iu deshiteru na. So this is not our name. He's just calling us Omae as the you pronoun. And then iu deshiteru na is just kind of like, I guess, good skill, good abilities. You have, essentially, like suru sometimes means to have a certain quality. So yeah, that's what he's saying, and then na at the end, just kind of that rhetorical agreement seeking thing again. And luckily he shrinks down before he talks to us. 俺様の動きを見切ったのはお前が初めてだ. So mikiru, I guess, is to kind of just to see through something. As he says in English, he says, you were the first one to see me in there. Or something, doesn't he? Something like that. To see everything, mikiru. I don't know why that is. But yeah, maybe like... Ore-sama, just, you know, me with summer on it, which is really arrogant. Don't talk like him, but there you go. Actually, it's quite funny. I do like to say Ore-sama, but I shouldn't. Ore-sama no ugoki, so my actions, I suppose, my movements very literally, but my actions, you know, to have seen all of my actions, the seeing of all of my actions, the nominalizer there, so the seeing of all of my actions. You are the first, basically. Hajimete. Hajimete. Da. So you are the first one to see everything, to see me in there. Sate wa kanari no kazezukai to mita. So sate wa, I guess, what is sate wa? Just kind of now, or with that, perhaps. Having said that, with that. Kanari no kazezukai. Sort of a considerable, like, wind... Is that wind user? It's like a... Yeah, maybe. Kind of like a conductor of the winds. A controller of the winds, maybe. Toe? Meter? Toe meter? Maybe it's just saying that... Maybe it just means, like, it's saying that he has seen that we are... you know, a competent controller of the winds. Maybe he has seen that. I've got to guess that. I don't know why else you would see toe there. Anyway. Naraba, kono ugoki wa mikireru kana? Oh, okay. So yeah, if it is the case that you are you know, such a great wind user, this action, this movement, this motion, this not deed really. Yeah, just what I'm about to do, I suppose. This thing. And then mikireru kana, just kind of, can you see through this? Can you see through this this action? Can you see what this means? Can you see through what is disguised within this action? Of course I can. Yeah, boy. Oh, good lord. Foo... No, I don't think that's foo anymore. Is this... I think this sounds like a really weird... Is it like shike or something dumb like that? It's not going to be that at all now, and I'm going to look like a complete fool. Just 1 second, guys. I'm looking. Man, I am not finding it. Oh, there it is. Oh, it's shippu. That makes sense. Shippu no uta. And shippu means... Where's it gone? I've lost it. Oh, there it is. Gale, hurricane. So, kind of the song of gales, or the hurricane song you memorized, or you learned the hurricane song, or whatever. Yaru, which is basically just like... it basically translates as, you know, you're good. But yaru literally just means to do something. But people often say yaru na, which is like, you know, you do it, don't you, kind of thing, which is very literally translated, but it basically means, you know, you're good. You are good at this. Yeah, so yaru, I guess, is just a way of saying you're good. お前みたいな風遣いに使ってもらえば、俺様の竜巻ちゃんも幸せってもんだぜ。So yeah, if I can receive, no, if they, I suppose, if they can receive your using, yeah, if they can receive being used by a kind of a wind user like you, my obviously tornado chans also, you know, will be content, basically. Shiawasette mon daze. I don't know what mon really is. I think it's just sort of an emotionalizer. Sort of adds a bit of, just sort of exaggerates it and adds a bit of emotion. It's like they will be so happy if you can, if they can receive being used by a wind waker like yourself. Ouna bara wo kaze no you ni idou shitakatta ra Tatsumaki-chan wo umaku tsukaun da na. Yeah, so like kind of if, I suppose it is, if or when you, if or when it is desirable to move like the wind, you know, over the ocean, you know, use effectively my tornado chans. That'll do. You get the idea. Sate to, ore-sama wa ie ni kaeru to suru ka. Ja na, abayo. So sateto, just again, kind of like with that. Ore-sama wa, you know, I, to home, ie ni, to home, kaeru, go home, and then to suru. It's just like, I guess, you know, with a question at the end. So I guess he's saying, like, you know, should I decide to go home, quite literally? Or, you know, I guess I'll go home then. Is probably a better, more fitting translation in a way. And then Jana, abayo. Abayo is kind of like, yeah, see you later. It's just a goodbye greeting. You can't really use it. Really, you know, it's sort of silly. It's a bit of a joke. If you use it, it will be kind of joking and stuff. So, or maybe you're in an anime fighting a villain or something. You know, it's not. It's a bit silly. And Jana is just like, you know, with that. That's another greeting, basically. You know, with that. People will say like Jane, you know, like see you Jane, see you later. So yeah, it's just that. Thanks, mate. And yeah, that's that. So yeah, thanks for watching. Like if you want, don't if you don't. Sub if you want, don't if you don't. Thanks to my patrons. Hope it's been worth it, and I'll catch you next time.